Tesla just released its first quarter profits for 2022, and both the top and bottom lines surpassed analyst estimates. This should come as no surprise, as CEO Elon Musk predicted big returns on Tesla stock in 2022. Regardless of skeptical views, Tesla managed to stay on top of this year's first fiscal quarter. How did Tesla achieve these statistics? On what basis did Elon Musk make his predictions? How is the rest of 2022 shaping up for Tesla? Keep watching to find out. Tesla announced vehicle deliveries of 310,048 for the first quarter earlier this month, the closest estimate of sales provided by the firm. In the 3 months ending in March 31, 2022, Model 3 and Model Y vehicles accounted for 95% of deliveries, or 295,324. Despite selling sedans and SUVs, Tesla's operating margin increased to 19% in the first quarter, putting the business on a level with supercar manufacturers. During the latest earnings call, the company announced its statistics for the fiscal quarter. Tesla's earnings per share were at $3.22, up from the expected $2.26 and a total of $18.76 billion in revenue versus the $17.8 billion estimate. Due to this, after-hours trading saw shares rise as much as 6%. Tesla's automotive revenue increased by 87% year-over-year to $16.86 billion. Tesla reported a gross profit of $5.54 billion in its primary business, pushing automotive gross margins to 32.9%. These figures outperformed market forecasts. According to Wedbush analysts Dan Ives and John Katsingris, Musk & Co. had their backs against the wall and came out swinging with significantly better than predicted performance. If you're an avid follower of this channel, this should be no surprise, as we predicted this outcome in previous videos. In a note sent out shortly after the company released its earnings, Ives and Katsingris stated, "We believe these Cinderella-like delivery numbers in a brutal supply chain backdrop speak to an electric vehicle demand trajectory that looks quite robust for Tesla heading into the rest of 2022. They cautioned, however, that supply chain and production issues linger, particularly in China, which they called the elephant in the room. Despite a lot of chip shortages, many logistics issues, and an overall challenging quarter, Musk said that record earnings were accomplished. He stated that the company remains optimistic about vehicle production growth in 2022 versus 2021. According to Musk, Tesla has a good chance of increasing by 60% over the last year. In truth, despite the problems it had faced this year, Tesla has had a terrific quarter. Tesla stated earlier this month that it produced more than 305,000 vehicles and delivered more than 310,000 in the first quarter. This equates to a 68% increase in delivery year over year. How was Tesla able to achieve these results against all odds? According to Tesla's shareholder presentation, revenue growth was fueled by an increase in the number of cars delivered and an increase in average sales pricing. During the firm's earnings call, Tesla's CFO Zachary Kirkhorn and CEO Elon Musk claimed that they're sure that the company can grow by at least 50% by 2021. However, due to COVID-related shutdowns, the company has lost nearly a month of build volume in Shanghai, according to the executives. While weekly production rates at Tesla's Shanghai facility were high in the first quarter, a surge in COVID-19 cases required the factory and sections of Tesla's supply chain to be temporarily shut down. Tesla acknowledged that it had lost nearly a month's production capacity worth. According to the corporation, limited manufacturing has recently resumed, which is actively monitoring the situation. In the second quarter, it aims to return a full build and delivery volume. Despite the continued issues, Musk predicted that car production in the second quarter would be similar to the first quarter, if not slightly lower. However, the CEO indicated that production would be significantly greater in the second part of the year. Kirkhorn chimed in, saying, "We've resumed limited manufacturing and are aiming to return to full production as soon as feasible." Musk believes that despite the slowdown, it is plausible that the brand will be able to produce 1.5 million cars this year. What does Musk have planned for the future? On the firm's earnings call, Musk said he's never been more enthusiastic or excited about Tesla's future, adding that the company is still in the early stages of its journey, roughly 5% towards its objective. According to Musk, his enthusiasm has nothing to do with future payments. "No negotiations concerning further compensation from me are happening," he stated. Following Tesla's announcement of record sales and earnings for the first quarter of 2022, 16.9 million of CEO Elon Musk's options worth $15.3 billion before taxes vested, completing the remainder of his lucrative 2018 performance reward. The lack of negotiations should give Tesla stockholders a little more peace of mind, as the last time Musk exercised his options, the stock took a hit. Musk has stated that he believes Tesla will accomplish completely self-driving vehicles by 2022, a promise that he's previously made but which the business has yet to fulfill. Musk also admitted that the development of the self-driving cars was taking longer than he had planned. He urged people to enroll in Tesla's full self-driving beta program, which requires Tesla customers to first purchase or subscribe to Tesla's full self-driving premium driver assistance package and then earn a high driver safety score. Full self-driving does not make Tesla vehicles fully autonomous though, and costs $12,000 up front and $199 per month. In early April, Musk remained tight-lipped about a futuristic robotaxi that the business was developing. Next year, Tesla is planning a robotaxi event that hopes to begin mass production in 2024. Also, Musk stressed Tesla's progress on TeslaBot, the humanoid robot that the business is creating to serve as an in-home helper or perform basic manufacturing jobs. Musk stated that he firmly believes that the robot will be one day worth more than Tesla's automotive company. Tesla's solar deployments plummeted by more than half to 48 megawatts in the first quarter of 2022, compared to the same period last year. The company installed 846 megawatts of lithium-ion-based battery energy storage systems, a 90% increase over the prior quarter, but decreased yearly. Tesla blamed the drop in solar deployments on delays in importing key components, which were beyond the company's control. Due to inflationary pressures, component and semiconductor chip shortages exacerbated by the ongoing pandemic, and Russia's ruthless invasion of Ukraine, Tesla's global vehicle inventory plummeted to a 3-day supply in the first quarter of 2022. This contrasts with an 8-day supply of global automotive inventory in the first quarter of 2021 and a 4-day supply of the second quarter in 2021. Tesla recognized that obstacles such as a significant increase in the price of some of its raw materials and supply chain issues had persisted. In a statement, the electric vehicle brand said, "Our plants have been working below capacity for several quarters as the supply chain became the key limiting factor, and this is likely to continue through the remainder of 2022. COVID-19 outbreaks, chip shortages, and the Ukraine crisis have exacerbated these issues, forcing Tesla to raise prices in China, the United States, and other countries." However, the corporation is facing more than just supply chain problems. Transportation, labor, and other production issues have arisen and will continue to impact the firm throughout the year. Experts say inflation has been at its highest level in more than 4 decades, and consumer prices may rise further before leveling off. However, Musk stated that he feels inflation is more than reported and that it will continue throughout the year. Musk also addressed the effect of inflation on Tesla vehicle prices, stating that suppliers are under extreme cost pressure, with some parts asking for 20% to 30% price increases. According to the CEO, Tesla raised its prices since inflation appears likely to persist for at least the majority of this year, even though the corporation has acknowledged that it will face significant hurdles for the rest of the year. The prognosis remains optimistic. Regardless of the rocky few months for Tesla CEO Elon Musk and persistent supply chain difficulties, the company crushed Wall Street revenue and profit projections in another record quarter. Musk says he's never been more hopeful or excited about Tesla's future than he is right now, and we can't help but share in his enthusiasm. Tesla has a track record of surpassing predictions or projections and always seems to come out on top. As things stand, the only way for Tesla is up, and we'd enjoy watching things play out despite all the odds. Were your Tesla first quarter earnings predictions close to the announced earnings? Comment down below.